I guess we all men here. We could talk about the double standard that a lot of people are trying to point out with the Shannon Sharp situation. I'm gonna play a video and come right back.
I do not feel bad for Shannon Sharp. Actually, nail him to the wall. Men like Shannon Sharp go after women whose frontal lobe have yet to develop, and then when they prove to you that they are still children, it's how dare she try to manipulate me? How dare she try to get money from me? Why do you think she was fucking with your old ass? No, really. Why would a 19-year-old go after a man in his 50s who she also knows is only here for a good time? Y'all keep doing this. Y'all keep doing it. It keeps happening because y'all have spent y'all years mistreating women. And then because women have dealt with shit their entire life, you're like, that's baggage. No, that's called common sense. Because a woman will no longer allow you to play with her once a woman gets to the point where she's like, wait a minute. That's when y'all want to be like, oh, she got baggage, she got baggage, she got boundaries. And y'all don't want women with boundaries, with self-respect. Y'all want little girls who is going to do whatever y'all want her to do for a little bit of change. You on that phone telling that girl that you gonna choke the shit out of her and that she gonna like it. And now she trying to get over on you and you mad. She's in it for money. She's in it for the money. Where y'all problem is, y'all think y'all are bigger than the program. Y'all get so full of yourself that you genuinely think this child wants you for real.
It's so funny how women go for empowerment until it's time to play victim. That's wild. Who want to go first?
Um, like I said on here before, like I was with people older than me, and like once I was with a chick younger. So like I feel like you really don't know the differences until you're like out in society. Like when you're out in society, if you just in the home, you don't really y'all just hanging out. It don't really feel like okay, it's an age difference. But I guess we might talk about movies or what's going on in pop culture. It may be different, but I feel like once you're out in the public eye, it's society that's more so saying, "Oh, this older person shouldn't be with this younger person."
Enzo?
I still think it's just a straight up cash grab. Now I know. I didn't know how old she was. She's 19. He's pushing 60. That's a. I thought she was like in her early 20s. I didn't know
Now
19,
she
like
said she was
21,
20.
22, 23. Yeah, I thought she was a little bit older. I don't know
Yeah, the
why. Now I'm
updates.
seeing that.
Yeah, she was 20 when they met.
What do you got in common with a 20-year-old? You can't even bring them to the bar. Like, what are you doing, Unc? Like that's the way I'm looking at it. Like I'm 27. I won't talk to somebody who's 19, 20 years old. Like I can't bring you on a drink. Like what? Like, what is he doing? It's a straight up cash grab. That's exactly what this is. Like how can you not see that a million miles away? Like it just, come on, Shannon, do better, man. That's it.
I'll get to it, but that's the real issue is that it shouldn't be a cash grab. But go ahead, easy.
Yeah, I know this can happen to anybody, but honestly, I think his celebrity
I
status
can't
is
hear
what
this.
got him caught up. Hello,
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all can hear me?
yeah,
yeah,
we hear
yeah,
you.
yeah. He was responding to you.
I can't hear him.
Oh, you can't hear him?
Can you hear
No,
him?
I
We can
can't.
hear him. Oh wow.
Oh well, I think his celebrity status got him caught up in this situation. Like Voga said in the last episode, it can happen to anybody, but um, you know, that's what kind of person she is, man. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to go for a bag, and she definitely manipulated him, and it's turning out bad right now. So that's how I feel about it.
Man, I honestly feel like the roles have reversed to where the woman has became the new predator because now you got a cash grab on instincts. I don't agree necessarily with what Shannon is doing, but the expectations that society has set when they tell women to be free. We had a woman on here that was talking about being free and what you call it, free spirit, and that they should be able to choose. So it's like, are they free to choose, or is there a boundary? So it's like, even she's grown. When you're at age of consent, you're grown. You should be able to choose what you want to do. And for Shannon, same thing. Where you got people saying that, oh, he should be married, he should be off the market. If we're gonna do that same standard, a woman shouldn't be running past 25 on the market either. She should be settling down early to get married. And a lot of times the age gap thing is only a problem in America. Across the rest of the world, that's not feminized, there usually is a age gap because what women want from a man takes time. A man needs experience. A man, to learn life, how to protect, how to build. If it was cattle or money, whatever it is, he got to build that so that he can take care of a woman. A lot of times you don't get that straight out the gate. A woman's value, women hate this, and this is the reason why I think they push the age gap thing, because it's a lot of the older ones that are aged out the game. They hate the competition from the younger ones. They're born with their value. As soon as they go through puberty, they have their value. So it's basically like the women saying, "Hey, we want you to get a woman of no value." To me, it's the same thing as the same thing as telling a woman to go get a broke dude. To tell a man to go not date his age, to go get a grandma, like who was it? Monique said with his interview, he need to go get an old grandma. No, why? So I don't know. I just think there's a different standard. We can't tell women to be free spirits, and then when Shannon's being a free spirit, it's only a problem when it's a man. And the roles have reversed now. It used to be where women had to worry about a man doing something to them. It's reversed. A woman is free now, and now the man got to worry about being financially great. To me, it's the same thing. Money, body, whatever it is happening. So women didn't cut down on men doing certain things. They did cut down on it, but now they're doing the same thing. It's just not physically, it's financially.
The guest you was talking about, that's colleague. She was a relationship coach. I think her name of her podcast was Pineapple Express. But if he would have married her and cuffed her, and that was his wife, then people would be looking at it differently. The problem is that these guys having casual encounters.
No, that's not true. They went. Who is it? Omarion. It's a couple now that marry younger women, and they're still attacking them because the women are young. Whether they married or single, they say that shit just to make it sound good, but the reality is they're going to attack any man who goes after a younger chick. And I'm telling you why they do it, because they aged out. They what you call it? They don't look good anymore, and dudes don't want them, so they trying to shorten the competition by shaming the men. They can't compete, so they want to shame the men out the game.
Okay, you know Bill Belichick with a young chick, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks crazy. Like he just did an interview where they was like, tell her to blink twice if she's okay. So I mean,
And he's taking care of her, right?
Yeah, but I
That's
mean,
what I'm saying. That's what. So it don't matter. They're doing it it's just an attack on men. That's all it is. If we're gonna tell women that they could be free to explore, hold off marriage and babies, you got Trump now trying to figure out ways to increase the birth rate. If we're gonna tell women that, then we got to hold that same standard with men. Not saying that I approve of it, because I don't date that young. But for somebody who do, I don't judge them. If it's legal, I'm not judging, because I see what the rules that are set for women. So until y'all straighten up, hey, men do what they want to. Let's throw all this lawsuit shit out. If it's consent, let's let it happen. Like why we gotta go take men for their money? If we supposed to be free, let's be free.
I'll
But
give
what it
you
is
another
now,
example.
men aren't marrying, women aren't wanting to marry, but they still need some way to get a man's money because they can't do it on their own.
I'll give you another example, right? The teachers now that's sleeping with all the students. Like every time you turn around, it's a female teacher messing with a male student. Do people ever feel bad for the boy or the guy's like, oh, if I wish that was me when I was in school, if my fourth grade teacher would have did X, Y, Z, I would have did all this, and that. So like it's like I feel you, but it's like it's different
It's a
on
50-50 thing on
yeah,
that.
Nah,
yeah.
nah,
Like,
hey, it's some yo, and see what y'all doing is y'all trying to make the women seem innocent. It's some little young girls too that be wanting a teacher.
yeah.
But we go out, it's a whole a man is perceived as a predator, the woman is perceived as a prey, even when it's reversed, and the woman is actually the one being predatory. We still look at Arizona. The boy in Arizona, the teacher had sex with him when he was 14, and she got arrested, whatever happened, but she got pregnant. So the dude, he didn't even know anything until he started working at McDonald's at like 21, 22, and he got his check. And it was garnished. And he didn't know why it was garnished. Come to find out, they start getting him for child support. Even though he was the one that was raped,
That's
he still
wild.
was on child support. And the DA or whoever was a woman basically said he thought he was a man. Huh? Like they didn't care. They didn't reverse it or nothing. He still was on the hook for child support.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, of course, people always go feel bad for the woman just because it's like the guy is always looked at the one as the one getting his rocks off. It's not looked at it,
Mm-hmm.
even though women are in it. They always look at the guy, of course, that he's the getting the advantage of the situation.
Man, I'm just saying, if it's gonna be equal, let's make it equal. If not, let's take the voting rights back. Let's take the women's checking accounts and let them be under our provision and protection. If not, hey, leave these men alone. Stop suing them. Like something got to happen, man. Like, nah, we not doing that. Which that's what it is now because we everybody want to say patriarchy. This ain't no damn patriarchy. This is a straight up matriarchy now. Women run this. Weak leftist soy boys are running this country. That's why women are running rampant and doing what they want to do and not being held accountable for nothing. Only
Yeah.
the men are being held accountable.
Yeah, y'all starting to forget, man. Tony Busby is a bully, kind of behind this whole thing. It's not just her.
Yeah, I
And
agree a little bit.
Tony
I'm
Busby
not
is
gonna lie.
like known for attacking black people, and he's
Nah,
not
Tony
doing this to
Busby is a
white
business.
people. He's
Tony
he's only
Busby is a
going for black
genius.
people.
No, Tony Busby is a genius. He see what I see. We got a society where women are allowed to do whatever they want, and they have set it up. All these feminist laws have set it up to where when it don't work out with a man, they can go get him. And he's like, you know what? I see the game. I'm gonna play it. I
Okay,
was mad at him, but
how
I'm not
about the
mad at
false
him no more.
allegations that was on Jay-Z, and now he's going after Tony Busby though.
I know, which he should, but
That
I'm
ain't
just
right.
saying it's bigger than his lawyer. The lawyer see how it's set up. He see the loopholes in the laws. He see how the laws are being passed. He see what
I don't
the
like it,
women are
bro.
trying
I'm
to
not
do.
gonna
I don't
hold you,
like it
man.
either.
I think it's BS. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, bro, he's only going after black people with money. I don't see him doing that to no white guys, no other ethnic group. You know what I'm saying? He only doing that stuff to black people, bro. He's whack, bro. He's trash.
I agree, but at the same time, he see the weakness. Society now is set up, and the legal system and the government is set up to where you can go get men. You can
Bro,
play
I wouldn't be
around.
surprised if somebody runs up on him and try to unalive him on the spot, bro. Real talk.
So Vogel, what's the solution? We got Trump in the White House. We got the Republicans owning the House, Senate, and the Supreme Court, and so the women still in control.
Yeah, till you change the laws, because you got to remember that's just federal. You got local laws, you got state laws, you got all this stuff in place. So until certain things change, like he's trying to change, like them getting food stamps and all kind of welfare shit. But if you change other stuff that incentivize women to just run crazy, it probably would bring a lot of these women back. That's the whole divorce thing. Why you think, even if you, man, on a religious level, the Bible basically tells you women will do what they want to do when they want to do it unless there's a consequence. A lot of these laws and states and stuff have removed consequences from women and they're incentivized. You think they're not going to take advantage of it? And that's probably a human thing. But that's what it is until a lot of these laws change and hold the women accountable along with the men. All this is going to keep happening. What you think? Diddy seen it. People like Diddy, predators, they know, okay, society now kicks the father out. Remember when you was a kid and it was a girl you liked? What did you wait on? You was waiting for the father to leave so you can go in there and knock it down. Nothing's changed. It's the same thing. That's why a lot of this is going on. Basically, the father is knocked out in the American home. And you got people like Diddy and Shannon and the rest of them like, hey, all right, I'm going up in there. Because if that girl would have had a strong father she had a connection with, her and Shannon probably would have never met.
Word.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, man. And after this, probably go to the next subject, man. But that tells you a lot about Tony Busby character, man. Like he's a real dirtbag villain type dude, and
But
you can't tell me no
everybody, man,
different, bro.
most of the world is, I'm learning most of the world are opportunists. It is human nature to be an opportunist. That's why you got to protect yourself. And that's where Shannon was stupid, is that he's not protecting himself. But as the more I think about it, I'm not really blaming Tony Busby because he's just acting on what's been set up. If we keep doing this feminism stuff and telling women they can do whatever they want, run rampant how they want to, men are going to keep taking the rap for it. And it probably be the same thing in reverse, where if women lose certain things and the men come back and control, it just both parties can't have the power. The power is going to switch. But I feel like when men had the power, families were together more.
Yeah, but literally, you have a 19-year-old bullying. How old is Shannon Sharp? Like 50, 50 something. Like she's literally
54.
bullying him, but people are not. I mean, only the smart people are seeing that.
Well, hurt, yeah. But that's how it's set up. It is set up for them to be free and then they can cash in later. Basically, women have an insurance policy against men. That's what it is now. The man
Even
ain't got to do nothing
though,
wrong. He just got to deal with her.
even
Some of
though
these,
it was consensual,
huh?
like
Yeah,
that's
even though
BS,
it's
bro.
consensual.
That's BS. I don't care what
Yeah.
nobody
Oh,
say.
I agree.
I don't like it at all.
Yep. That's just like all these sexual harassment laws. It's based on how what a person feel. It's based on emotion. There's no set standard. And as long as we can keep cashing on people's emotions, this is what it's going to be. All right, to the next subject. Shadur